Is former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan thinking about a return to politics? That's a question some people are asking tonight after Hogan released a new video that looks a lot like a campaign ad.
Josh Rosenthal is in Bethesda with more.
Cheering crowds, dramatic music, a soaring eagle. All from a guy who's not running for office?
Well, I think we're going to be in a period for a while where the governor is going to sort of tease us a little bit about his political future.
Former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan published the video Tuesday afternoon, touting a website for his political organization called An America United. It comes after Hogan said he wouldn't run for Senate or the Republican presidential nomination, and after he had this to say Monday about a potential third-party bid.
Is it something that you're considering?
It's really not something that I'm considering, Charles.
Still, some aren't convinced, including Maryland Senate candidate Representative David Trone.
I would be very surprised if Larry Hogan does not enter this race, regardless of what he said.
So, what to make of the mixed messages from Hogan?
Oh, I think he's just kind of, eager to stay in the mix and stay in the conversation.
Josh Kurtz is the founding editor of Maryland Matters. He believes that Hogan won't run for Senate or the Republican nomination. However, he thinks there is about a 20% chance Hogan launches a third-party bid for either president or vice president, pointing out that the former governor is the national co-chair of third-party group No Labels.
I'm not saying there aren't political conversations going on about what he might or might not do, but I think, there's no harm in just keeping your name out there, and my guess is that's the strategy right now.
Kurtz also said that Hogan's video release may have something to do with all the attention that current Maryland Governor Wes Moore is getting right now. You might have seen Moore just had a spread in Vogue. Attempts to reach Hogan for comment tonight weren't immediately successful. Guys.